What I just saw right now is a disservice to men, a disservice to comic book fans, a disservice to fans of cinema, a disservice to Mexicans, and a disservice to Mexican minority relations. And let me tell you this much, my white brothers, this was an insult to you.
And you know, guys, I've been tracking this film for 2 years as far as casting choices. You know, Tenoch Huerta getting the role. You know, all the things. So I can't give it a full recommendation based on what I'm gonna go over. Okay, Mexican Iron Man is here. We're gonna bring him in, and you get the stage.
Well, first of all, I'm not even supposed to be online. I'm under doctor's orders not to be online at a desk touching a mouse or keyboard because I blew out my shoulder and my elbow. I have to be pretty fucking pissed off, fracking pissed off and annoyed to come online because I'm literally under doctor's orders not to live stream and to stay away from a desk, keyboard, and mouse. So I just drove home from the theater, which happens to be 5 minutes from my house. Paul, you know which one it is. That is the biggest sack of crap I have seen. Let me tell you things that I would rather have done. I would rather watch Kevin Smith Motu 3 times than see that again. I would rather watch Shang-Chi 4 times than see that piece of shit ever again. I would rather watch more episodes of Star Trek Discovery than see that piece of crap again. I would rather rewatch episodes of Picard seasons 1 or 2 than that piece of crap again. I'm not sure what else I would rather do. Oh, I know what I'd rather do. I'd rather watch The Last Jedi 1, 2, 3 times instead of seeing that piece of crap. What I just saw right now is a disservice to men, a disservice to comic book fans, a disservice to fans of cinema, a disservice to Mexicans, and a disservice to Mexican minority relations. And let me tell you this much, my white brothers, this was an insult to you. And maybe that's why I'm most pissed off right now. I am livid. I'm not even livid. You know what? Part of me was pissed off that I just wasted 3 hours of my life because I asked Six and Tom, should I go? And they were right. I needed to get out because I've been hunkered down. So I am glad that Six and Tom told me to go out and I did not go see this movie. And let me tell you why. I saw this movie for all of you. Anybody listening to my review, if you pay to go and see this movie, then let's go through what you're going to get. All right? I don't even need to spoil it just to tell you what you're going to get. Let me tell you who this movie is not made for. It's not made for white guys, unless you want to see yourself cooked and arrested by your bitch ex-wife. It's not made for Mexicans, at least not if you want to have any pride. It's sure as hell not meant for fathers, because there's absolutely no redeeming qualities here from a father's perspective. It sure as hell better not be made for little boys, because if you hope your boy to become a man, this is not the hero movie for you. It sure is not about families, because the basic undercurrent theme of this thing is vengeance. This is not a movie about love. This is not a movie about heroism. This is a poorly written sack of shit movie that went for the 2 hours and 45 minutes I sat in there. This story could have been told in an hour and 4 minutes flat. And even then probably would have been too long. I'm insulted as a Mexican. And by the way, Paulie, we weren't even Mexican in this thing. We were blue. Here's the good news. Anybody, guess what? If you see this movie, you're already going to see blue people, because my people aren't even brown, they're blue. Spoiler alert. So anybody that wants to see Avatar, guess what? You don't have to go see Avatar. You can see this one and see all the fucking blue people you want. There are so many pieces of crap in this. How do they talk underwater? Don't know. Don't know. How does a 5'2" little chick beat up a guy that's like easily outweighs her by 2 to 3x? Don't know. Don't know. This movie drags. It's got shitty plot point. Oh, I know who it's for. If you like bald black chicks, this movie's for you. If you're a beta ass bitch loser, probably, and I'm going to say this, I was raised by a single mother, but my single mother told me from an early age that she was going to do her best to make sure that I learned how to grow up to be a man, and she surrounded me with male role models. So if you're a beta ass bitch, this movie is probably for you. If you're a female that's delusional, that thinks that, you know, you can do all kinds of amazing things and you're equal to the strength and power and leadership of a man, this movie's for you. And if you're a cuck-hater ass bitch like Kevin Feige, this movie's for you. Kevin Feige, you know what? Here's a news flash. I'm not even a Marvel guy. I'm a DC guy. I didn't grow up with the Marvel universe. I grew up with the DC universe. All right? So, but I've been watching your movies all along, plodding along, and yeah, I'm Mexican Iron Man. Why? Because Iron Man and Doctor Strange are probably the only two Marvel characters I've ever really given a shit about, frankly. You blew that movie more recently, and you did good with Iron Man, which was my only other character I liked. But let me tell you, that little Riri bitch with putting on a fake iron suit was the biggest crack of shit joke I've ever seen. My God, let me tell you this. My 9-year-old, let me tell you, Andy Masterson, I commissioned Andy Masterson to build a Mexican Iron Man custom action figure. There's one in my house. There's one at Doomcock's house in Texas, and there's one in California that's owned by Robert Meyer Burnett. There's 3 on the planet. My kid had made a video where he's playing with his Mexican Iron Man action figure, and it's way better than that piece of crap that I just saw. Give me a break. Men are insulted at every turn. There is a war on men. There is a war on boys in this country, and I'm sick of it. And maybe I'm a little sensitive because I'm an alpha male and I'm not a beta ass bitch. Maybe it's because I'm a father. Maybe it's because I spend too much time on too many live streams trying to represent the fans. But let me tell you this. I am sick and tired of my white brothers and sisters made to look like assholes and cucks and bitches. I probably can take it as a Latino, but I sure as hell can't take it. And I am sick of it. There's one white dude in this movie, just one. And in the end, he's arrested by his fucking ex-wife, who happens to be his boss, and she puts handcuffs on him and walks him out. And by the way, she's a blue-haired Karen. Spoiler fucking alert. Spoiler fucking alert. Spoiler fucking alert. The white guy has a blue-haired Karen of an ex, and she arrested with the handcuffs. What the fuck? Every guy in this movie either loses to someone lesser of him or is made to be shameful, get down on a knee, or get his ass kicked, or is humiliated. And guess what? Here's a news flash, because I've been dating smoking hot chicks now going on 3 decades. The top line women don't want a piece of shit beta ass male. They want a man with leadership. They want what's called an alpha male, a high value man, a man of leadership, a man of strength, a man who makes money and isn't a piece of shit. So this storyline of like strong women and all this. By the way, I gave up, but I think there are men in this movie probably for a grand total of 10 to 20 minutes out of 2 hours and 47 minutes for a superhero film. And no, I'm not sexist, and no, I'm not misogynist. I love women. I know how to respect women, and I know how to treat women well, like princess and queens when they deserve to be, and ignored when they treat me like shit and deserve to be. If you go spend your money to go see this movie, know that you're walking into where society is today. And where is that? That is a place where a company like Disney bought a company called Marvel, took over all of your comic books that once inspired you, that once made you want to be a leader. On those tough days where maybe you got beat up by a bully, a kid, you found heroism in those comic books, and you went back to school and fought to live and study and go on another day. Well, America has now been taken over by these woke assholes, and they just spent $200 million, and they're hoping that your dumb beta ass, cuck ass bitches are going to go and support their fucking piece of shit narrative. And if you're one of the reviewers that gave this a high review, fuck you and your sellout cuck ass Hollywood bitch. I hope you enjoy your little gift packages. I hope you enjoy your little free passes to see your little opening shows and enjoy your red carpet. And to the stars that were in this, fuck you for making my people or trying to make my people look like shit. And here's the news flash, and I'm done in 30 seconds, Paul. The name Canol, which is my indigenous name, original, comes from southern Mexico, comes from the Yucatan Peninsula. And if you look up the history of my name, it's an old Mayan term from Yucatan Peninsula. That means he that protects. So maybe I'm a little bit sensitive because I like to see myself as a guy that likes to protect others. And right now, what I'm doing to all of you is that I am protecting you from seeing this piece of shit. Men, do not take your sons to this. Men, do not take your girlfriends or women to this piece of shit unless you want to sit there and be a beta ass bitch. Paulie, I'm done.
Thank you, Mike. And yeah, my sentiments on the lack of male role models in this movie is just absolutely inexcusable. It's absolutely inexcusable. And you know, the fact that Namor, that Tenoch Huerta's Namor, you know, took a knee literally took a knee, that literally got his wings clipped. Got his wings clipped, guys. This is bad. It's just bad. And you know, I'm you know, and the fact that Shuri like was not a warrior, she's not a fighter. And that she got stabbed with a spear. How did she live? But you're so right, Mike, and I thank you.